G'day ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video from Alex Does. My name is Alex. We're back at the site, we're back at the bush, we're back for another 2 days of frivolity and progress on the camp. So again, as normal, you'll see today's efforts on today's video and you'll see tomorrow's efforts on next week's video. So it should be a good stay. I'm really looking forward to it. It's only been a week since I was here last time, so since last week's video we've had a week of rain, so everything is wet at the moment, including parts of the shelter, as you would expect. So those walls that we completed last week, the mudding on the front two and the one on the other side there, almost as if how I'd left them when I walked away last time. That's they have not dried at all, so completely wet. But interestingly though, the wall sections that had a chance to dry are still completely dry. Yes, those back ones are normally completely covered by the tarp, but the one at the side, on the other side there, is not normally covered by the tarp, and it hasn't really sustained any substantial moisture, which is a really good sign. So anyway, moving on with today and tomorrow, the progress is going to be much the same as the last couple of weeks and videos. I really want to get some mud on the final two sections of wall, so that's my task for today, to get at least one section done today and one section done tomorrow. I don't think I'm really going to push myself beyond that. I do have to start by, again, chopping some more of that organic material to mix in with the mud. One of the big pluses, or the advantages though, of the weather that we've had over the last couple of days is of course that the clay hole, which is behind you there, I'll just show you an image. The clay hole there has a considerable amount of water in it. Not suitable for drinking, which is fine because I'm still bringing my own drinking water after the whole tainted creek water fiasco from weeks ago. But for making the mud, yeah, so that'll save me trips down to the creek to get water for making the mud and make my job a lot easier and the process a lot faster. So I'm very grateful for the rain. Other than that, on the menu tonight, so again, a couple of weeks ago I did a chicken, smoked a piece of chicken with some curry, and I was totally blown away by how tasty smoking chicken on that fire is. So I'm going to up the ante in that regard today, and we're going to smoke a whole chicken on the fireplace. That's the plan. I kind of figured with everything being so wet, all the wood here, that it's going to make for a smoky fire, so I might as well take advantage of that. So the plan is to take a whole chicken and butterfly it open and put some flavorings on it and chuck it in the smoker, and then have a bit of a chicken kebab from the meat from that. So yeah, that should be freaking awesome, so stick around for that as well. So yeah, so that's enough of the waffle. Let's just get on with the work. Thanks for being here. If you're new to the channel and you like this sort of content, bushcrafty, shelter building-y, cooking, camping-y thingy, and the Australian bushy, consider hitting the subscribe button. I'd certainly appreciate it. You'd be helping the channel. Give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for notifications, so you'll get notification of when videos come out every 8 AM Saturday morning. So far I've been pretty good on my track record of I don't think I've skipped a morning. I don't think I've skipped a Saturday for a long time. Anyway, welcome back. Thanks for being here. Let's get on with it. Right, so as you saw just there before, I've mixed up the first batch of mud to go on the wall, and I thought it would probably be smart. Now, I'm not always known for my smart decisions and choices, but I thought before I go sticking my hands in the mud and getting them permanently muddy and dirty for the rest of the weekend, maybe I should get the food preparation out of the way and get this chicken cooking. I mean, it is getting on. It's almost midday already. The fire's finally going. It was a bit slow to get going, being that it's all so wet. But it's cracking along now, no problem. So, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to smoke a whole chicken today, and then just use the meat later to make chicken kebab. So, what I want to do to smoke this evenly is butterfly it, which is something I've never done before. But as I understand, it's just a matter of cutting it along the backbone and then butterflying it. I've also got a spice mix here. Again, I've made up. It's the usual spices that I like to use: salt and pepper. It's got onion powder, some chili powder, smoked paprika, and cumin. So I'll chuck that all on there once I have figured out how I'm going to cut this thing in half. Right, so to have a crack at cutting this beautiful looking bird in half, or certainly butterflying it and cutting it down that backbone, I thought what I'll do, given that this is a bushcrafting and camping channel, and they do say that if you are going to bring any tools and equipment out with you in the bush, that it should have multiple uses to make it worthwhile carrying in the weight. So I thought, what more a perfect tool to cut this baby in half than, of course, my axe. And being that I'm so, shall I say, relaxed in terms of sharpening my knife, but I do always sharpen my axe before I come. This is probably the sharpest thing that I've got. I don't know what an axe is going to be like for chopping a chicken in half. I'm sure it's going to be okay. So yeah, I'm just going to hack into it. Wish me luck. I guess there's where we want to cut it. All right. Well, that worked a hell of a lot better than I expected it would. All right. We just want to crack that. There we go, one butterflied chicken. All right, that's my top tip for the day. The essential tool in the kitchen for butterflying your chicken, an axe. All right, let's get some of this seasoning on there. That'll do it. Let's get her on the smoker. I have to let you know some unfortunate news. I might be jumping to conclusions about being unfortunate, but some concerning news. I've just realised I've been here for 3 hours, just over 3 hours. And as yet, I have not seen Bazza. He's here within at the most half an hour of me being here. He normally turns up. I have heard a Currawong call in the distance over there. Sounds exactly like Bazza, but then I'm assuming they all sound the same. And I have whistled and tried to call out, and he has responded to that in the past, but I'm yet to see him. So yeah, bit of a worry. It may be that the whole Bazza visiting friendship relationship thing is gonna turn out to have just been a fleeting moment, a highlight in the journey that has been this shelter build. So that's a bit unfortunate if we don't see him again. So I miss him already. Weird. Anyway, so there we go. That's another wall done. Again, I'm very happy with that wall. I did something a little bit different on this one because the organic material I put in the other walls have been this kind of dried, dead grass that's been around, and I don't like and a mixture of that and sticks and stuff. So I haven't been too keen on the putting sticks in there, but the dry grass is all right. But hunting around, there's very little of that left already. So I did try some fresh greener grass pieces with a mixture. I think you probably saw when I was chopping it up with a mixture. I've found a few patches of dead or dying bracken fern and mixed that in through as well. But the longer leaves of the grass, or blades of grass, actually worked out really well. I liked how that provided some structural rigidity to the mud. But anyway, so that's another wall done. You can see those strands of grass obviously hanging out there, which will provide a key obviously for the next coat to go on. This bit here is about to fall out. There we go. There we go. Right, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty pleased. I'm not going to bother moving on to the next wall. I am going to save that for tomorrow, so that will 100% get done on next week's video, and that will mean we have completed the ring already. It seems like that went so fast. That first coat of mud on all the walls, so I'll look forward to seeing that be completed. Obviously, as I've talked about 1,000 times already, and you know already if you've been watching and following along, I've now got to go in and do the inside and then do another coat on the outside at least, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a coat on the outside. Right, so I want to go and turn over the chicken now. I've been hearing rendering fat sizzling and spitting on the fire, so it's definitely time to turn that over. It's been in there now for about an hour and a half. Yeah, so let's go and check that out and see how it's looking. Is it going to stick? Yes, of course it's going to stick. No, not going to stick. Oh, fat's dripping out of that. There we go, great success. Yum. That looks so good. Rightio, I reckon it's about time to eat. Certainly worked up an appetite, and of course as I turn the camera on, the sun just disappears behind a cloud. It was perfect a second ago. So I'm going to prep all this. As I said, I'm just doing a kebab with that chicken. I'll prep all this first, and then we'll go and get the chicken out of the smoker. So to start with, let's chuck on, I've got some sour cream, hummus, right, bit of rocket, bit of red onion and tomato, bit of cheese. Right, fingers crossed the chicken is cooked all right. It should be. It's been in there for 3 hours. 3 hours. Well, look at that. That looks cooked to me, eh? Oh, it's just welling up with juice on top too, which is nice. Oh, falling off the bone. Let's get rid of that. Oh, yum, that smells amazing. Alright, I want to flip her over. Yum. How good does that look? Alright. Let's get some meat on this kebab, eh? Oh, she's cooked. Oh. Yum, so juicy. I suppose at least I'm not fighting Bazza for it, because he'd be in here. He likes chicken. Right, let's get into it. There we go. Smoked chicken kebab. Pretty simple, pretty tasty. That's such a good way to cook. Ooh, a little bit of spice on there. Yum. Really nice smoky flavour. Cooked to perfection. Enough there to last me tonight, and I should have some left for tomorrow. There we go, that's today's meal cooked. A whole butterflied smoked chicken on the smoker in a kebab. Yum. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Well, after eating that kebab, I'm going to have to be upfront with you guys. I don't like to lie or pretend on this YouTube channel. I know it does happen on other YouTube channels, but I'd like to be upfront and completely honest with you, okay? You know, if things go right, I don't mind saying they go right. If they go wrong, I don't mind saying going wrong. So, look, I am just going to be upfront and honest with you. That's probably the best chicken I've ever cooked. Best chicken I've ever eaten. Ate that kebab, smashed it down. Couldn't help but come back. There's only half a chicken left. You know you've done a chicken properly when you get juice pulling up in the breast meat. That's how a chicken should be done. Yum. Oh, right. Well, I'm going to give myself some time for my body to process this, and I'll crack on with some more wood cutting, I think. I'm going to stop eating now, promise. Promise. One more bit. Alright, that'll do. Come. Oh, right, well, it's getting on, so, yeah. No, I think I'm done chopping wood. that larger log I chopped, it's with that axe that I've got, it's too much work to try and split them up into pieces. But these bigger chunks, the fireplace is that good and that efficient at burning wood that you can chuck these bigger pieces in there and it'll just slowly smolder away for the night. And yeah, you wake up in the morning, there's nothing but ash left, and if you're lucky, there's still a few embers there and you can get the fire going again. So that'll be fine, these bigger pieces. All right, very good. Well, here it comes. Rightio, well, it's several hours later now. It's 9 p.m. at night. I thought I'd do something different to what I normally do in my videos, certainly on day one, and say goodbye. I'll wrap the video up at night time, because I was thinking all of my videos, I'm hoping you can actually see me. All of my videos, I normally wrap up this video, the day one video, in the late afternoon, sort of mid to late afternoon, and it's always light at that time. And I never show any nighttime, and I was curious as to whether any viewers may actually doubt that I do actually stay overnight, because you never see any of the nighttime. I 100% guarantee, promise that I do stay overnight. So as you can see, one of the big issues though, of course, is this camera is terrible at nighttime and in low light conditions, which is why I don't bother doing any recording. I have no idea if you can either see me right now or you're just looking at a pitch black screen and a voice. So anyway, it's been a really good day. The feed was awesome. That smoked butterfly chicken in the kebab there, that was fantastic. I had another one later on for dinner, and thoroughly enjoyed that. Got through, and certainly going through plenty of firewood here. It was nice to get that other section of wall done, leaving just one more, which will get done tomorrow and you will see next week. So I'll wrap it up here. So I really appreciate you coming along. I hope you enjoyed the content. Thank you for your time. If you're not already subscribed and you think this is the sort of content that you would enjoy to see on a more regular basis, consider hitting the subscribe button, bell for notification. New videos do come out every Saturday at 8 AM. My name is Alex. This is Alex Does. Here is a snippet of what's going to come up next week, which I'm pretty sure is going to be that next wall. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Hooroo.